Welcome back, fellow scrubs. This is Mark D. Wiz. Hit the button a little bit too early. My hand slipped. Hit the intro button 5 seconds early. It's fine. You get extra 5 seconds. See, now I've wasted 5 seconds, so we're back to neutral. So, welcome. This is the Pocket Fighter EX Monday stream. We'll be going over Pocket Fighter EX stuff, and the track title thing is not working because I keep forgetting to turn it on. We're having Mega Man music today because we went and played X2 yesterday, and I guess it's got me in a Mega Man mood. So, welcome. We are going to, let's see, what did we do since last week? Last thing we did on stream was getting the snow here to change between rounds, right? But trying to think, we can't show that here, right? Yeah, I mean that's I think the only change that I made throughout the week, at least visual. Other stuff I've just been working on, the GGPO stuff. So that pretty much is what it is on that end. And then I mean, I could show it, but it doesn't mean too much. I just worked with rebuilding the input system. So not very exciting. I'm pretty sure you don't want to stare at a bunch of that code. It's old news anyway. What I'd like to work on today, though, is that's the mansion game. That's the other one. I would like to finish the effects that I keep saying I'm gonna finish on the Kaku Fubatsu here, wherever that animation is. There's the sheet. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. We did a bunch of temporary graphics for this and work in progress stuff, but none of it's been finished, right? Yeah, Iori's still work in progress. The reason that Iori's progress is stalled is because I need to put the GGPO netplay in, and if I do that, if I put Iori in, and then I put GGPO in, then I'll end up having to reprogram Iori in the end anyway. So I decided to focus all on GGPO, get that out of the way, and then every character after that could just be added naturally. And don't have to worry about issues of having to reprogram characters. I'm already in the middle of reprogramming the 3 characters that are here already. I don't want to add to that and then just have to do it again anyway. So that'll just make it take longer to get it all together, you know? So it's sort of an efficiency move. But I can't blame you for asking, because it's like, wait, where's Iori? Iori was announced long ago. Yeah, I didn't think the GGPO thing would be that big of a pain in the ass for reprogramming a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, it kind of just comes down to that at the end. So this animation here, this is what I want to finish up today, if possible. And basically, this is the Kaku Fubatsu in the way that... Here. That one. That one. So, for 2 bars... Oh, I messed it up. For 2 bars, you can stock it up. And then you have a one-time use parry, but it's very effective. It's kind of like you remember in Street Fighter 4, if you got a full focus attack, you would get that crumple state. That's what this is doing essentially. Oh. And you can just do whatever. You can unload, and that missed, but you get the idea. So, functionally, that's what it's supposed to be like. Why is the frame rate dipping so much on this? Do I have something open and something eating my resources here? Or is it mad because I did a resolution change? Nah, nothing seems to be killing it. Here, let me close the browser. How about that? It seems to be fine now that Chrome closed. I don't know if anybody's surprised by that. I'm certainly not. I'm constantly surprised by how bad Chrome is, but that's not the same as being surprised that Chrome was the problem. Oh, that's really funny though. Yeah, it's like, it's way smoother now. Thanks, Chrome. I use Chrome all day, but then when I open it here, it's all goofy. But yeah, I had kind of been putting this one off because I've been a little stuck on what to do, but I think I just need to force myself to continue it. But you know what? We'll do a small little warm-up. I'm going to do the dust here. How about that? We'll start with the dust. So this, we just scaled it up, right? So it's kind of like, it's kind of like a stretched out version of the normal one. But we need to fix it up a little, change some of the stuff. Let's see, we want, is that this? Okay, we hit all the layers that we don't need now. So we can concentrate on doing this part. Now it's bigger, so we can do a couple of different things with it. I feel like the shape's a little strange, maybe. If I want to make it a little more oblong-ish, I don't know. What would the word for that be? I mean, for the most part, it looks, you know, fairly decent on its own. But it could definitely have some improvements. I don't know if I would do this. I think it would make it too, if we didn't have the outline, I might do something like that. But I think it makes it too thick. Wait, are these actually copied frames here? Yeah, they are. Okay, hold on. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and this one lasts a while. This one lasts from here to here. Let's link those together. Because if you don't do that, and you drew on one, it would replicate to the rest of the frames. Now it's doing it, of course, since I linked them. This looks, I'll be honest, this kind of looks pretty okay. Is this really the dust that we stretched? Oh yeah, you can see some of the stretching artifacts here. Trying to think things I might want to change here. Wonder if we've already touched this up, because some of this stuff doesn't look like it's just purely stretched. This frame definitely doesn't have any. Oh yeah, these two are the same too, right? These ones definitely don't look. I don't know. Man, I'm struggling for words today. This one doesn't look like it's been touched up. That's what I want to say. It looks kind of crappy. You can absolutely see the double pixel line here, where it's the same here to here, and here to here. And we want to smooth some of those out, right? Because it's just gonna look better if we do. Yeah, that's okay. We can add a little bit of detail here. Is that right? Is that really like that? Hold on. Let's go look at our effect, our original effect here. It's possible it got drawn over by accident and I just didn't notice it because it was temporary. Dust. Is it gonna start with D for dust, or is it gonna start with G for ground? Ground dust. Dust swirl, dust rising, dust swirl, or dust swirl tall. Dust. Oh, that's the normal kickback dust. That's not what we want. Here, fall shockwave? Did I really call it that? There's fall dust. Like when you fall down. Oh my god, it really is like that. Okay. So they just decided to abandon the outline there? That's interesting. Not sure exactly what their intention was here. It's kind of hard to tell. This part of the sprite is very different from the rest of it. I feel like it would do well. Honestly, like, I don't know. It's kind of weird when you really look at it. Works fine in motion. It's just there. Give it a little more motion. Honestly, could go over one more maybe. I'd like to put one there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This part here, not too happy with. Feel like it could. This feels like one of those moments where you should just look at what Capcom did. I mean, you could, I don't know, you could really get a little fancy with it here, right? Like, not all the dust has to be... Yeah, like this? I would move this down, right? I feel like you could get a lot of extra mileage here by adding something like that to it. Where it really starts to break apart, right? Because we've enlarged it, we've made it bigger. So we can have more detail here. That's not the right move. I feel like it needs to retain some of its volume. As like the side wave there, right? You kind of see that here. Even what they were going for. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it should just be closer to the edge here. What's going on? Yeah, we spriting again. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. We spriting again. Yeah, this one's a little tricky. Because it's bigger, you can get away with a little more detail on the last part, right? Man, this thing right here bugs me, though. What is this? So perfectly shaped. It's strange. Could we do to it? Like something like that? I feel like that should be reversed. Because a lot of the momentum seems to be going outward, right? Could that be moved in? Yeah, let's see. How's the development doing? Pretty good. I'm working on it right now. No complaints, I guess, right? It's moving along pretty steady. And this bottom part really still bugs me. I think we can get away with a thicker bottom. Because really, you've got, I don't know, like, there's more volume to work with than the last frame anyway, right? So what if we do that? And honestly, we could do that too. Yeah. I think that looks alright. Not worried about pushing that one there. No, it creates kind of a weird parallel with the one behind it, right? So you don't want that. Nah, it makes a parallel with this one, but let's move this one over. Oh, it's strange. This bottom part really bugs me. I don't know what they were trying to do here. Unless they done goofed and... No. Well, yeah. I feel like this part needs to be like over here more. Something. It needs to follow this curve better. And then I can actually move this here. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, I think changing that was a good idea. This kind of shape still bugs me. It's so uniform. But I don't know. I guess that helps differentiate it. There, looks alright. Okay, that was a decent warm-up, I guess. Yeah, me too. And now it has like an actual shape, just doesn't look like a weird donut on its side or something. I don't know. Whatever it is. It's bugging me, that's what it is. I would say I'd probably kill that pixel there. And there. Then you've got some like sort of aftermath here with these particles are lagging behind the other ones because they don't have as much weight, right? I mean, for an upscale of a previous animation, it's decent, I suppose. It kind of is what it is on that front. So, alright, that was the warm-up. Now we gotta do the actual... Oh, we gotta do the actual thing. So some of these frames are obviously pretty complete, like this one. This one. But then the inside here gets weird. The outside is pretty much as is. I don't think much needs to change there. But I consider the inside to be just a draft at this point. Notice it doesn't even use the other shade of color. Although that does kind of make it an interesting contrast when you don't use the other color. Part of the thing here is that the inside is supposed to swirl. Now, we don't have to do what Street Fighter V does, like one-to-one. But Street Fighter V kind of makes a weird swirl. In it. It's kind of weird. I tried to sort of emulate that swirl a little bit, where these move from spot to spot. But I don't know if I quite like it, to be honest. Boom. Like, this is the real, you know, propulsion to it. Going from here to here. Trying to think about it here before I start messing with it, right? My color set at least. The inside kind of acts like a shield, you know? When we have it in game, it's almost like it's an energy shield of some sort. Now some of it does get covered by the parry spark, so there is that. Oh. Yeah, the command now is down back in 2 punches, but 2 punches or 2 kicks is also your grab, so I goofed. Oh, that was a little far. Oh. Yeah, I let go of the analog stick and it decided to rebound. Ah! I shouldn't be playing with an analog stick, especially not this one. Yeah, so I kind of wonder, because it spirals, right? Should it really expand after that, you know? Like, it expands a little bit. Like, it goes from here and it pops out a little bit. And then a little bit more. But at that point, it's kind of lost its momentum. That was my initial idea. And then I put a little sprinkle of stuff outside. But that sort of bridges the gap between this outer, the separation between the outer and whatever. You could argue that the dot should be closer to the outer part. And not so much on the inside. That's what's really escaping at the as velocity of the outside explodes, right? But yeah, I don't know. I think for now, I'm gonna get. Oh, am I in the right layer? Oh, I'm in the dust layer. Outer effects. Outer? It's all outer? Okay. Wait, so what was the ground effects then? Or is that an unused layer now? Oh, it's an unused layer now. Okay. Well, I guess we can just delete that layer. This one's pretty hard. I mean, I could just make it a standard shockwave and call it a day, but I think this move in particular needs something else. And I think the Street Fighter V one actually had like swirls on the inside, but I tried that prior to this version and it just, I don't know. It felt like kind of out of style and a bit overblown. Like, it works in Street Fighter V because they do things a bit differently, but I feel like in this particular case, I wouldn't want to do that. The old Capcom graphics had a particular look to them, you know? And it doesn't really jive with some of the new stuff. Which is not to say that you can't adapt it. That's what I've been sort of attempting here. But I don't feel confident in it. And let me see if I can find the video I took of it. Let's see. Recordings, local recordings. I don't know. I don't see it. Let's see. This one, no, this is Iori's animations. No, come here. Okay, that's a blank file. I really don't have it anymore. Maybe I got rid of it. I was like, it's eating up space. Get rid of it. I'm a little surprised by that. I thought I would have had it. Unless it's in this folder? Oh, that's nothing. Oh, here's the when we were capturing the activation there. Man, that's such a nice smooth animation. We were looking for that one. We actually implemented that. Partially, at least. Oh, here it is. Pretty sure. Yeah, here we go. If I could do it without getting hit. There it is. Alright, so it's back up. See, it's got like this nebulous kind of feel to it. It's got this like staticky outside. But you look at that and you're like, that doesn't look like something old Capcom would make. And then here, see, there was an outer shockwave and then the burst comes from inside. And we emulated that. But see how now it's kind of swirly? But it's like this expanded little bits of stuff. I don't know. And then the shockwave disappears. That's interesting that little bits hang around for a while. Don't whiff it, right? Yeah, I don't know. Like in full speed, you don't necessarily get that sensation. Let's look at it. Yeah, it's so fast, you don't even really see it like that. I'm wondering if I should focus less on the frame accuracy of it and more of like, how does it look when it actually happens? I think the biggest takeaway here is that there's some nebulous remainder of something in the middle, but most of your focus seems to be on this after the fact, as it sort of expands out. You don't really get the sensation of swirling at that point either. Now, if we put Ryu in here, there's only so far we can bring this circle down before we're gonna want to break it too, so we can't get too crazy with that, I feel. I feel like we can't make this too textured just yet. We may just want to Well, I guess I only really have to work on a quarter of it. And oh, I just roughed that out, didn't I? It doesn't even look remotely even. That's all right. What I'll do is oh, I need my spot. Just noticed it's missing. Okay. What I'm going to do then is just kind of cut out. Yeah, we'll save that. Cut out the insides. Then we'll take this and so it's gonna be around here. We gotta know where to start the circle tool from. Oh, no, we want a transparent one. Oh, what? Wait, hold on. I selected circle. There. Is it? Yeah, okay, that works. Oh. Get rid of that. Now, let's see if it kind of matches up with the previous. Oh, wrong way. There. Let's see how even it is. Should be kind of like one away from the other one. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. This one's 1, 2, 3. Oh, it is 3. It looked like 4. Yeah, I think it's mathematical enough, if you want to put it that way. Okay. So if we go back, and this was as thick as it was before, roughly. For a moment, I thought you were drawing loss in the sprite as an Easter egg. Loss. Maybe I don't get it. What do you mean? Loss? Like the word loss? Your loss. Let's see. Lost is a comic that turned into a meme. Really? I'm not aware of it. Usually 6 vertical lines and a horizontal one at the end. Huh. Yeah, no, I'm not aware of it. Oh wait, we need that pixel up there still. We'll want to go like a couple in. Damn it! Why does it do that? I selected circle. There. And we see that that's not quite right. Is that the same? No, there we go. One more. There. Decent enough. Yeah, so some of this is going to hinge on. As I say, I lost my weight there. Some of it's going to hinge on what exactly the shape should be as it goes through. AC64, what's up? Okay, I don't need that dot there anymore. No? What, am I in the wrong layer? I'm drawing on the review layer. Why am I drawing on the review layer? Oh, at least I didn't mess it up. Looks like everything's still on the right side. What's being done Trying to redo the Kakufubatsu effects. They've kind of just been a draft version for a few months, and it's much different than the last public demo version. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. Excuse me. I don't mind the potential for it to be very contrasted in the middle, to give it a different look from the outside. But I don't know how far I want to go with that. You know, you could just anti-alias this part. And that really gives you that contrast. Or do you want to, you know, do it much more aggressively? So that there's not that much, you know, going on at the edge here. Yeah, probably. Something like that, maybe? You could also do a little bit on the outside, but you gotta be careful with that. I would say maybe not so much here because the force of the energy is going outward, right? So when you have a particle flying, you're gonna have the brightest part shooting out, and then, you know, the trail from there is gonna be in order like that. So that would mean you'd put it only on the outside. This would only be to the outside like that, I guess. You could get away with another pixel here, as opposed to the more aggressive one here. We can see what each looks like. Oh, V. Copy paste. V. There. Do you see how it does change how you perceive it? For sure. I can't help but think that these pixels need to be filled in. It's kind of weird that it connects with the outside, but something about it doesn't look right unless they're there. Let's see. This one's got a very thick outline here. Certainly want the inside to be a little more intense than the outside. I mean, the outside's generally just residual at that point, right? So the real source of it needs to be brighter, I think. Yeah, and then here, I guess I'm just gonna get rid of these. And then we'll just kind of go from here. Like, let me get, where's that new program? DJV. Let me get this in here. Because we can go frame by frame here and here. But what I would like to also analyze is what we were looking at before, actually. Where is here? Is this it? No, wrong one. Here. How about the shockwave that they got going on here? Boom. Maybe we could do something like that. So the idea here is that the inner and outer circles are separating, but it comes back through. It doesn't continue to expand. I feel like we'd have to have like a reverse of that or something. That's interesting though, how the outside shockwave here. Hey, who's that? Frosted Link 20? Well, thank you for sending some people my way. I appreciate that. See how it's actually like dull here? It comes out dark and it actually gets lighter and then it gets bigger. That's so weird. And then it goes away. I wonder what the idea behind that is. I mean, it looks cool for sure. Like I can't deny what I'm seeing, but I wonder what the idea with that is. You're just wrapping up a dev stream? What are you working on? Let's see. We need the onion skin now. And we need to give it a go. Action adventure game very much in the same realm as the 3D Zeldas. Alright, that sounds complicated. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. You have a Zelda avatar. Or, well, a Zelda series avatar. You have a Link avatar. But, yeah. Do you have like a link to it or whatever? I'm curious. Post it in chat if you've got something. Let's see. Let's get through the rest. And I only want to see the frame behind it. I don't care about the frame. So let's start with dark blue. It's easier to see. Don't have a demo or anything online yet, but feel free to stop on Monday, Wednesday, Saturdays. Check it out. Fair enough. You gotta get that Twitter hustle going. You gotta let people know. Trying to think now how. Generally, when you have something like this, Capcom usually doesn't break apart the effect unless it's already broken to begin with. So it makes me hesitant to do the whole swirly thing. Unless this frame was already, you know, swirling. There, now it's a hurricane. I don't know. I'm really conflicted about this. It's killing me. Like, what do I really want to do here? Let's see. Oh, yeah, the other thing I wanted to check was how did they handle the... Yeah, here. So it pops. It's a little different because you see the inner expands here. It's pushing particles out already, but then it retreats and it leaves the particles going. But the particles stay close, right? And here, when it dissipates, also the particles stay close. But this is more like a pop, it's not a shield, right? But I guess the takeaway here is particles stay close. So what I had before was actually probably the correct view on it, where I could do it here. I was gonna say, I've already deleted those pixels. Okay, we're gonna slow down time for this. All right. I'm not gonna be able to do all that and hit the pause button at the same time. Okay. Down. Here. Okay. So here. Why is there a blue dot in the middle? Did I leave the anchor in? No. So here you see the little additional, and it's really hard to see because they're not very bright. There's a little additional, splatter around the initial part here. I think that might be the way to go. We see that here. Quite numerous as well. Always had trouble with Unity in 2D. Wait, so you're coasting fine with Unity in 3D, but you had trouble with 2D? Usually it's the other way around, isn't it? Look, I don't even want to think about 3D stuff. It makes my brain melt. Crazy. You started with 3D? Yeah, I don't know, I guess because I started with 2D that I think 3D is crazy. And I think about all that math. Getting just a 2D platformer, that's the other project I work on Thursdays. Getting just a 2D platformer to work, like, obviously like modern-ish. You could absolutely make like a retro, old, super tile base. Oh, who that? Oh, you followed. Oh, thank you. You can make an old, strict limited resolution movement tile based thing, and that's easier, but like, get like a full infinite resolution platforming engine's a little bit more complicated, and it's making me want to like just bash my head off the table whenever I'm thinking about it. I guess we'll leave the particles for later. So we got two kind of options here. We could make the next layer out be, look at a cross section here to figure out where we need to start our circle. We could do another layer of bright and let it fade out to kind of differentiate it, or it could start to get dull here. Because just making the difference between, is this? Yeah, this is 240. Just the difference between here to here, animating an actual width change like that does work. So I guess, yeah, just to see what that looks like, right? But why is it not? Give me circle. So you could do this. Right. Wow, that didn't end up anywhere near the same. Yeah, sure. I don't know what I did to that. Get that result in the first one. Like, you could certainly do this and it just thins out, right? And that's absolutely going to be noticeable between frames. Then it would say that, oh, we're done with the white and we're going to transition to using just this, right? So you could absolutely have this. See? That kind of retains its intensity a little bit. Or you could say that now it's turning into dull at this point. I want to experiment with keeping the contrast high and seeing run tool. I would like to see the contrast stay high here and see what we get from it. Why does it keep doing? Am I doing it? Is it me? One more. Okay, let me make this light blue first. Oop. Well, that's not gonna work. Let me just make a light blue circle then. Okay, just go over it. You can kind of cheat layer it like that. There. Is that an impact animation, or it's more like a shield? Yeah, it's more like a shield. Is it supposed to? It's supposed to surround you because it's a parrying move here, like that. Like he kind of puts his guard up to parry. Ah. Yeah, it's supposed to kind of like, almost like he's putting up a key shield. That's how I interpret it. He's putting the shield up, and it helps him stop whatever comes in and to stun the other person so that he can do stuff. So that's where I feel like maybe keeping the intensity will work. Oh, you know what? The thickness didn't change. So that in particular is not going to work right. I would say... yeah, we'll have to do it this way. Overwrite that one and give it a roll. You can kind of break the inside line if you want. I think that would be appropriate. Yeah. Yeah, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. That's gotta stay like that. I don't know if I could push that a little more. Yeah. It gets like really straight here, which kind of kills its shape a little bit, but it's one of those just a bad size for a pixel circle, I think. We could maybe help it by doing this. Eliminating that. Yeah, that helps the shape out a little bit. You could do this too. Yeah. Yeah, so you could do something like this. You could start eating away at the thinner parts here, maybe. Let's try that. There. Part of me feels like it's not enough movement, but maybe it's alright. Looks too tubular, looks too solid. Alright, what I might have to do then is this. Man, it looks too thick though. It really does. I don't know, something don't look right about it to me. Maybe because it just stops. Maybe I've got to get another layer going on here. Or not another layer, but another frame. Alright, and then the secret sauce. just attack the outline. Just kill part of it. I don't know. I'm doing it real rough here. You should have more care than that. Yeah, kind of like you just gotta clip some parts up. But I just kind of want to see what it looks like when there's all frames together. Secret sauce, you rang? Yeah. That was a deliberate reference, yeah. Alright, I mean, it looks better when all the frames are there, but I feel like it actually speeds up. I think it actually speeds up. I don't like that. Which means it's not close enough to... It's not close enough to the original circle. Part of me just doesn't feel like this is enough. It doesn't look special. Like it's serviceable, but it's not. I don't know. Nothing special about it. What they do here again? Yeah, they got more resolution to work with. So, okay, I kind of see what they do. They do long lines here, but they'll do short dots in the middle where it's not possible to get that 45-degree or 90-degree split there. Yeah, that's kind of where I was ending up. So they'll sort of simulate. Let me start these over. What they'll say is you can have like this, right? And you can sort of simulate the curvature by having them a little lower here. But at some point, you know, you do need to do the 45-degree angle. But in between here, you can't, you either have this or you have this, but at certain angles they don't look right. So they just say, I'm just going to put a dot. Which makes sense. Until they get, you know, where they kind of like bridge the gap between the two. That's basically what you're seeing here. That way they don't have to make any goofy looking ones in the middle here. They're pretty sparse with it. Now the footage is scaled a little unevenly, but all these are still 1 pixel in size. Just some of them may use 2 pixels to create a line, and others don't. So, yeah, it's interesting. Now you can space something if you can't make a straight line. Like if this doesn't work here, you can just cut that pixel out, and then it looks like a straight line. You could do this, but then it looks too thick. If you cut it, then you can kind of make a straight line. So you could do that. Cover that kind of distance. You could do it over longer distances too, see? You still see it kind of like a line, but it's not really a line. One more use that technique there. Especially if there was another straight one next to it. But yeah, once you get here, you can pull off the 45 is fine. Something like that. Well, this one here we don't have to create because that's just going to get duplicated in the flip here. Oh, that's right. I had the 2 different sides as yeah. That's why it's goofy here. I had the 2 different intensities on each side. I'll mirror that in a minute. We'll make that work. Anyway, the point was, see that there. There's an Alpha 2, I think, went a little harder here, where they basically did this. This one might have been moved out. That looks kind of cool, actually. Okay. At this point, we can just copy it on the sides here. So up to this point, oh. Okay, and oh, not quite right. Oh, and the bottom too, we've got to think about that. Let's see how that is here. We'll just have to cut the sparklies off the bottom. Should be okay. Background gray. Oh, much better. Jeez, much better than these. No, that's bad, actually. I want black. There. Oh, whew. Okay. So, in this instance, our goal is to get the particles to their next stage of destination. Dark ones might just die out, depending on who they are. And you wanna, like here, see, like this trick here, you use that with the motion too. Yeah, I think that's alright. That looks pretty okay. And just like before, well, we could just copy the whole ring here. Like it before, we'll have to remove the ones on the bottom. We'll see which ones actually survive the bit here by just going through the animation. So this is the last one, really. And then everything else gets cut. There. And then they'll be gone by this point. So, let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's much better. Ooh. Oh boy, I like that. Hey, hey. Now it's looking a little special, right? Man. It's actually really nice. I'm a little surprised. Hey, that's Capcom for you. Whenever you're stuck, just just boot up like Alpha 2 or Alpha 3 and just take a look. You know, or Street Fighter 3, depending on the effect that you want. Or like Marvel 1. You know, depends on what kind of intensity you're going for. It looks nice. It looks pretty nice. I like it. Look at that. We took a boring old circle and we made it fancy. Okay, so with Ryu there and the dust. Yeah. Okay, I'll accept it. So we fixed the dust and we fixed the inside. It's not swirly, but I don't know if swirly would have been a right call anyway, so whatever, man. Save it. Save it. Ship it. So we've got our excuse me. We need to go to news thing. So this was the sheet we had before. We might be able to just copy over it. Oh yeah, and the last thing I want to do is take a look at this here. Because you have a similar issue, like I was saying, where you want your eyes to trace a line here. But this, you know, you get like a circle here. This is going this way. So that's bad. You want to get rid of that. And you might want to get rid of that. And you might want to stretch this one out here. See? You want to get rid of things that don't conform to your mind's vision of the circle here. Your mind can trace the circle just fine, but you have to have the guidance. You can't just have weird, like this here. This looks like that. It doesn't look like that. So we get rid of that pixel. Kill that pixel. But this, that looks like that. That's fine. Kill that one. I think I'd just get rid of that pixel. And then again, you see that line there. You can trace the line with your eye. I think there's too much volume there. Might want to do that. And get rid of that. We can add that back in only if we get rid of that. Yes, we can do it on black. See? And then you want to break it up a little more here or there. So there's obviously certain chunks to the circle. You want that one. Yeah. You can get a little tricky. I mean, I just kind of slapdashed it when I first did it, but it was a decent enough result to potentially just clean it up, right? You like that there, it's fine. You do that instead of that. Cut that off. No, cut that one. No, I'll just leave it. Here's one of them's gotta go. I would cut those. Those are okay over there. And this is a little too jumbled, so either we need to make a decision to make it a little more solid in some spots here, or a little more frayed. This one's a little tough here. Do that. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we can have less here. And do that. There. That's alright. That's pretty decent. Yeah, we can get that and then just play it back because you want to have a certain balance of how much remains. Oh, that looks nice. Yeah. Oh, I'm liking that. Okay. Alright, I'm happy with that. I can definitely live with that. That looks pretty cool. And I like how it keeps sort of like the big intensity here to differentiate it from the outer wave. And then it's still much brighter than the outer wave in here. And then it gives it time to shine a little more and dissipate, and all the little, yeah, man, I'm really liking this. I'm pretty happy. I'm excited. All right, so the other idea is, can we just copy and paste these frames over the old original ones that we should be able to? But that's why it had the dots there. I must have had the anchor active. Well, we don't need that anymore, and that'll go away when we paste over it. The only sort of wild card is this last one here, but I'm okay with just kind of winging that one. So we want to remove the dust from being visible. Oh, and since we've got old dust, what's this? What's the old dust? Oh, it was that. Yeah, I didn't like that one though. So let's delete that. Yeah, and delete that. And delete that. Clean this up a little, right? Where'd it go? Oh, yeah. Okay, and then we'll hide the dust layer, and we'll export this as a sprite sheet. So horizontal strip, that's fine. I don't care what it looks like there because we're going to copy them off the sheet. So the only stipulation here is that I want to, how about it just overwrite that one. What's this one called? Second Bacho shield. No, okay. Alright, we didn't overwrite it. And then honestly I'm just gonna copy and paste them over the already existing sheet. Most of them are gonna be either unchanged or their dimensions haven't changed. And that's because the outer shockwave is still part of the sprite here. And so when you just use that as the guide for where it's supposed to line up, and that's it. You'll see that definitely here. So what I would do here is I would cut out all the inside parts, and I would just do this. And there you go. So when we re-import it, oh, this one might be an issue with the little sparklies on the bottom. Let's see. No, it's fine. It makes it through past the last part here. Oh no, actually it is one pixel larger because of the shockwave itself. But we'll adjust that. That's fine. That's okay. And then this one is a bit bigger than that, so we're just going to make it its own thing. Actually, we'll have to increase the canvas just a little bit. Make sure that it's not touching anything near it. Okay. And now, get it up to the edge there. Now we have our new bit here. Let's see. Yeah, that's flush with it. It's only this one that ends up going a little over. And that's alright. That didn't really displace anything. So, let's see. We'll copy this here. And... oh, we gotta stop playing. Here. I love this song, by the way. This thing's great. Listen. This is best track in X8, like hands down. Replace that file. We'll open it up and you'll see here. Oh, it was already spliced that way. Well, that works. Oh no, it wasn't. Back to some of this changed just a little bit. That's everything got moved down. Weird. Oh, you know why? It's because the file got extended. Yeah. Still doesn't explain why this has a gap on the bottom. Okay, and this one is gonna be the weirdo. Okay, that'll be okay. Yeah, so there, if I move this down one, this has to go back up one, I think. They're keeping, or well, I'm keeping rather, the, I'm keeping the thing straight there. From the center. Alright, you know what we're gonna have to do? It's a little ambiguous as to where that's supposed to be. So, where's a sprite? Here. What I'm going to have to do is turn the anchor back on and re-export it. No, export spreadsheet. Just for the new ones. So we'll do this real quick, and that'll help us line it up in Unity, and then we'll get rid of the dot after. And then we'll do one dot on this frame, just so we know what side of the pixel our anchor is actually supposed to be on. I have a tendency to just kind of wing that, which is not good. I don't have it consistently like, oh, I always use the bottom left portion of it. Sometimes I use the bottom right or the top left or whatever. Where is... Oh, I closed that folder. For a second. There. Now we can see it's supposed to be bottom right. Which it is there. That's kind of funny. Why is it not pulled up though? Kinda weird that it's cut off there. Either way. Oh, okay. Looks like that was okay. And this one was wrong, so that's why you do that. You can eyeball it, but that doesn't mean it's right. And then when you go to animate it, you'd be like, wow, it doesn't look quite right. I don't know what's wrong with it. And then here we go, we just get rid of these, and it's a pretty easy process to remove. Then we'll copy over the non-anchored version again. And you'll see that all the anchors are gone. Now we don't have messy little dots in the middle. And it should just kind of work. Because all the anchors are the same, it's just a wholesale frame replacement. And everything should be the same. Ah! Oh, I don't have it charged. Well, that's fine. Uh-oh. What'd I do? Did I screw my controller up? Ah, hold on. I think I held down the analog stick when it was turning on, so it calibrated wrong. Okay. Oh, jeez. There. Hooray! A little hard to see on this stage. Oh, let me turn this off because this is taxing the computer real bad. Maybe we'll get an acceptable frame rate out of it now. Yeah, it looks a lot smoother. Let's do this in a stage that's not completely blue. I get a better idea of how nice it looks. Ah, good. Oh. Oh yeah, baby. That's much better. Ooh. And then you add that parry spark in there is really nice. So the only thing I want to add in addition to this, which I don't have the code to support yet, and that was actually like about a month ago, Ryu was blue and everybody's like, why is Ryu blue? That was part of the solution to that. I just haven't finished the code for it. So here you can see, watch Ryu's sprite here. And then see how Ryu goes white for a frame? 2 frames, rather. 3? 3 frames, I guess. I want to do that, but I want it to look like the parry effect in Street Fighter 3. I want that to do that here on Ryu, because I think that'll help sell the intensity of the effect. Let's see, do I have footage of it? I may or may not. Let's see. What's this? He's just getting hit by it? Yeah, he's not gonna hurt. What's this? No, I was checking electric effects here. And it's also going to be used for the electric super, for the Denjin. But I don't see... Oh, is this it? This might be it. Yes. Okay, here. Check this out. When, actually, hold on. The sound effect's bugging me. Alright, watch this. When Ken parries... Look. Look how he turns a different color for that frame. I guess it's on and off. I want to do that. But look how it looks. Just watch. Like, it kind of fades him out a little bit. It kind of brings him into the color space of the parry itself. I want that effect to occur when Ryu does this. And so, I've been working on that. I have some effects like that where they turn white, but that's one that's universal to all the characters, but Ryu's the only one with the parry right now. So I don't feel comfortable in the fighter controller and not the Ryu controller to have a specific Ryu parry palette thing that it has to figure out. I want the characters to have their own sort of stack of palette effects that they can do. Because when you go into this mode, that's a palette effect. Like that. See where it turns them different color? That's a pre-programmed palette effect you can see here. where they're green for a couple frames and then it fades. That's a specific programmed pattern. But every character uses that, so it's fine to have that, you know, in this code. Or like the EX effect. I guess it'll turn itself off, but that's also another palette effect. Wait. This one's probably the better example. It's easier to see. But it's also a palette effect that just goes on and off like that. And actually the after image is the same thing. It's just reused sprite but with a different palette. Actually, I don't like it was hard to see there. Here. This probably should be a pupil, right? Or not pupil, but it should be eye white. To match the one on the left. And yet it's not. Is it the same in this animation? Yeah, it's the same one. Okay, hold on. I know it's a little OCD, but we're gonna fix that. Yep, there it is. And white it shall be. There we go. It's fixed. Hooray! Okay. Now, I have to do my due diligence. I can't just change it there and call it a day, because if I ever re-import that sheet, then it's going to be screwed up again. So, I need to go into here and color it. And then, because I have anchored versions of the sheets, if there is one here. Ryu, I wasn't doing my due diligence at that point, so it doesn't look like there is, but that's alright. So we'll close that, and we will go to reuse sprite sheet, assuming that it is not corrected here. And it is not, and we will correct it here. There we go. Due diligence done. Oh, I didn't have it charged. Ah! I was doing it too late. Yeah. So if Ryu could get that flash, it would look a lot better. And we can simulate that too, right? We can go here. Let's turn off the anchor. Let's turn Ryu on. I would say this frame would be the one to do it on. Call it Ryu Flash. Yeah, okay, he's there. And then what we would do is we would just color him with like that. Oh. No, that would have to be this, right? Yeah, and then it would be like that, right? And we'd hold that maybe for, I don't know. I mean, you could do it all the way from here, maybe. Would that look alright? It looks okay. I wonder if it kind of takes away from this frame a little. And we'll take it off the black frame and we'll do it on this frame. and that's where it's exploding out. Now I can't flicker this effectively here, so it kind of just is what it is on this frame. It makes me wonder if just doing this frame would be fine. I think it makes sense to have it on this frame because it's so bright. I could flicker it in game. Here you're just gonna get the solid color over the frames. But I could flicker it, which might mean that I might be able to extend the effect after. Like it's possible that it could extend into this frame. Where here it just looks too solid, but if it's flickering every other frame or something, it might work. But that's the idea. I just don't have all that down yet. I do have I think I can reactivate the color test. Alright. The train noise is cool when you're fighting, but when I'm developing I hate listening to it, so we're gonna change the stage here. Here, whatever, we'll go here. It's fine. So I think the code is still active here. If I go palette effect stack, here it is. And I turn on, yeah, there, see now he's blue? That's the parry color that I was trying out. Damn it! Ah! Oh, I did it too early there. Oh, we forgot to import the new dust. But yeah, I mean it loses its effect when it's just when it's always there. But that's why Ryu was blue there for a while. So I'm trying to get that to work. But yeah, let's import that dust. We did do the new dust, and I forgot all about it. That was our warm-up. Oh yeah, I have dust actually off here. Okay, so the dust, gotta make our own sheet for. Is it not in here? Or did we export it somewhere else? Maybe it was a GIF? No, we might have exported it somewhere else. Oh, you know, we might have not exported it at all. You know why? Because I think we just stretched the sprite. Yeah, I think we just stretched it in here. We can find that out easily. I guarantee that's what it was. We just did it quick and dirty. Yeah, it looks stretched. Oh no! Do we have the wrong size? We stretched it way farther than what we had in the file here, I think. Uh-oh, I might have to redo this. Yeah, that does not look anywhere near as big as the one in game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Or is it? I don't know, that looks about right. Oh, but no, it's not. Uh-oh. Well, we did that for nothing. I don't think it's the right size. Yeah, it doesn't look anywhere near the right size. Oh, hey, we can, I didn't notice this double pixel here. We could do that. How about that? I feel like one of these has to go at least. Yeah, that looks better. I don't know, let's see, does it... What's Ryu look like over this? Yeesh. Yeah. It looks way bigger here. What? Yeah, the idea was if you have it big, that it obviously looks like Ryu was doing something big. And yeah, and it also kind of covered out to the sides here. Yeah, I think they're way bigger. Oh. I'm trying to... It's kind of hard to do it when you want to pause it, right? Oh yeah, that's way bigger. Yeah, it's out to the outer sides here. It's not even close. Okay. Okay. Well, we're just gonna have to make it bigger. Let's drag it out to the sides here. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate this layer. I'm gonna say dust old, and we don't have dust 1 and 2 layers anymore, so this is just not dust, dust. Okay. Well, what we're gonna do here, let's get our bearings first and see how big is this baby gonna get. I mean, this is essentially the size that's in game right now. I mean, it looks, you know, give or take what we're expecting. So, I don't know if I can just grab all of these and do that transform on all the frames to get them to line up here. Oh, you're getting all goofy here. Hold on. This thing can't get bigger than the frames under it, so this will be a little bit easier of a stretch if I just get it right to the edge. Like, visually, I think that looks about right. You could argue that maybe it goes a little farther because the outer ring is pushing it. It's going to have an impact there. Yeah. Okay, did that actually get all the... That did not get all the frames. Oh, that's wonderful. I wish you could do that. Alright, turn the onion skin on. What's the old one look like? Oh. And the new one's gonna be... Oh, again, I can just get it right to the side here, it'll be a little easier. New one's gonna be like around here, give or take. Up. Do this. I think the frames are a little off. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that works. much needs to happen there. Excuse me. Is that okay? I guess so. Okay. Let's start adjusting then. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Have balance there, so we'll balance that out. I feel like its shape is lost a little. When we enlarged it like that. So I'm going to add that to it. We'll have to do the same to the bottom. But we will not use dark pixels. Kind of make this look a little bigger. Nah, that's alright. And here, we want to mitigate any double pixeling. So we can add to the outer here. Like that. I would say that we could also add something akin to that. Yeah, I like that. We'll do that. And because we have a bit more horizontal space to work with here, we can do a little bit of dithering. That's all right. That's what I assume that this is about here. It got scaled unevenly. Now we'll really know if this thing is mirrored or not. It is not. It's slightly off. So this is how many pixels? 55? Okay, well, we'll just take it down. This one could also be off. 37? Weird. So where's the additional one here? Might just be in the middle. That's alright, that's easy enough. Let's check this one first though. This one's 26, okay. So we'll base it off of this. Looks like the right side's going farther than the left side. Yep, now it's even. That's now 54. Not even. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. It doesn't look the same. This pixel just shifts up, right? But this one actually moves away. Might just be a positioning problem. Or now. If I could put guides or something on. Yep, now it's even. Okay, it was just a positioning issue. Then from here to here, well, it's a little arbitrary, to be honest. It doesn't really need to be centered exactly. We just gotta kind of clean it up here. There's something wrong with my speaker. Yeah, I can't hear anything out of there. Does the music sound like it's fading in and out to you guys? Yeah, I think my wire was unplugged a little bit. I was messing with it and it was going in and out. Bless you. You're welcome. Yeah, I think it was just my speaker. Sneeze cough? Aww. Never had a sneeze cough. So when you stretch these, you have to be a little careful in that your little 1 pixel bridges are going to come apart a little bit. Just gotta kind of get them back together. Yeah. It might work if it was like this. Maybe do that. I don't know. I like that better. We'll give that one an extra pixel there. No, we're not going to do that. Nope, we're not going to do that either. It looks weird. Could again do something like that, maybe? I can live with that. That looks alright. Like we were talking about before, about the shape of the circle, you have to respect that here as well. Feel like no, I don't like that. We put it a little closer to the outside of the circle, we can get away with that. Let's leave it at that. That's alright. Hey G-Man, what's up? Just doing a little dusting. Yeah, I like that. This will have to perhaps be expanded a little bit here so that we can get that kind of look to it. The right side's also going to need that. To keep its kind of clouded look, I want to round that out a little more there. Right side should be okay. And we've got enough space to do a little dithering on that part. I think that's okay. Break that one up, break that one up, break that up there too. Pretty much just comes down to cleaning a few things up here, and then kind of that's it. I feel like that warranted another pixel there because this was such a thick blob of it. Okay, see how it looks. Okay, I mean there's no flicker, so you know you get what you see here. put, so like when this frame holds for a long time, it looks better when it's flickering. It's also beholden to the timing of this animation file, which is not exactly what you want for the dust. You can usually asynchronize them a little bit in game. That looks a bit nicer. So, okay. Now that we have our dust for the second time tonight, in the correct size this time. Oh, was that the time's up? Yeah. Well, we got a little bit of overtime, that's fine. Let's get this in here and then we can call it a night. I'm going to say dust ring large. And I'm not going to store it here because we can use it for other things too. So let's put it in general effects. And dust ring large. And let's open that sheet after. Oh no, we're gonna need... Maybe. I was gonna say, we might need to use an anchor, but we might not have to do that. Because they're even. We could just make it center. I'm still not super happy with this frame, but I'll let it live for now. Alright, so there's two ways we could do this. I think the way we could do this with the least amount of space is to have these horizontal. We want to waste the least amount of space possible. And I think the best way to do that would be to do this. Actually, take that back. Well, I mean, yes, but also what I want to do here is to keep the vertical spacing as we line them up. That'll help me figure out where their anchors are without having to have the anchors visible. Yeah, I love this song. This was from the PlayStation X3. Yeah, Japanese version, obviously. This is the ending song. Let's make sure it's one away from the top and the bottom. At the very least. And there we go. So we can just take this and plunk it right in. Copy. Well, we don't even need to copy. We can just drag it in because it's a new asset now. Where is my effects folder? Here. Dust ground small, dust ground large. I'm going to assume that that's what that is. Oh no, that's travel dust. Nope, that's a different one. Do we have a dust ring? Or is it in fight effects? Some of these are not organized very well. Shockwave, damage on land, metal weapons. Dust? Land dust? Is it called land dust? Dust landing. Oh, here we are. Okay, yeah, and there's dust landing large. Yeah, which is just scaled. I left myself a note for that. Isn't that so forward thinking? Okay. And I'm just gonna call it dust ring large. 10 pixels per unit. Multiple frames, no physics. No filtering, and no compression. It's too damn small for that anyway. Alright, let's block out the basic frames. and then we'll worry about the alignment. Okay, first things to note. Well, switch this to pixels. This here is, we'll align it here, right? Or no? Where do we? Guess we'll choose the bottom, right? No, we're gonna choose the top because if you spawn it, you want the wave to be under where you spawned it. So we gotta choose the top here. Now this is 26 wide, which is even. Just wanted to ask, chat says, is Pocket online around here at the minute? I mean, you could send him a message on Twitter if you need him. Like, are you looking for a commission or something? I would just send him a message on Twitter or tweet at him. I don't know if he's got his DMs open or not. Okay, so this one's 36. 26 is even, so we know that it's going to be in the center. Since it was set by center originally. And then once we move it, it changes from center to custom. I would say from here to here, yeah, you're going to want to keep that pivot. And then from here to here, we want this one. This one's 54, that's also even. Let's see. Yeah, that's the line we wanted on. And here's the tricky one. This one's 91, so we're going to say that the width is 92. It's going to be off by just a little bit, but kind of don't care. 1 pixel's not going to hurt a big frame like that. OmniMage says hi. Hello. Welcome, welcome. And then we'll pick the higher. Oh, we can tell what the Y is. But that's going to be relative, what? Right? Or is it? Oh, no, it's not. It's not relative. No, it is. It is. It was 6 before, right? Yeah. Okay, this will have to be then, instead of 6, it'll have to be 7. To keep the, Hey, thanks for the follow. What kind of game is this going to be? It's a fighting game. Here, take a look.
Go for it, man.
Basically my version of SNK versus Capcom. Yeah, it looks like that, essentially. Thank you. Do I make any 3D games? No. No, we just talked about this earlier. No, I don't want to think about the 3D. The 3D makes my head want to explode. I'm no good with 3D. I'm bad with 3D modeling, and I'm bad with 3D geometry and programming. I want nothing to do with 3D. Maybe one day I'll graduate from 2D to 3D. But it's a lot of extra space to fill out, and I'm just not good with it. Now, I mean, realistically, Unity works in 3D, so, like, I know, you know, I have to sort of work in 3D to get my 2D. If that makes any sense. Here. So like it's actually wow, those bars get all really weird. That glitch has been happening since I updated Unity. Certain angles they get a little strange. So yeah, like it's 3D in 2D or 2D in 3D. The game's actually 3D, but I don't deal with any like 3D collisions or anything. I process everything in 2D. So it's kind of cool to look at it that way though. But I just collapse it to the 2D view and don't ever use the 3D. Now, should I make a full-size fighter at some point, it's absolutely possible and perhaps, you know, even recommended to have the rendering in 3D, even if you're doing 2D, so you can scale in perspective and rotate stuff, you know, as you need it in the background, or at least give something like that. Maybe you could use the isometric camera view, which lets you distort things but also have a little bit of perspective going on. It's just a fixed perspective. Like, that could work. You know, I think that would be fine. I could handle that kind of thing. But like actual 3D movement, no, we ain't doing that. Not yet, at least. One of these days. It's so much extra math. It's got a whole other dimension. I mean, really. It does actually complicate it quite a lot. Chat says, I've been wanting to do a 2D game, but it's a lot of scripting and art, and that's not me. I like to do 3D model and build using primitives and then have someone script that. Yeah, well, that's the thing too. I started out with just, I have an idea for a game, and then I found out real quick that no one's going to program that for you for the most part. You have to do it yourself. And so then I learned programming, and here I am. Okay, so Dust Large. This is just a variant prefab, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. No one wants to do the programming, right? It's like, yeah, I'll draw the art and I'll do the music and all that, but I want nothing to do with that with that programming. Okay, I'm going to say large, and I'm going to remove the name scaled, and I'm going to bring it back, and it's going to ask me, hey, what's that? Petty Dan? Petty Dan! Well, thank you for bringing a few people in, Petty Dan. I'm going to say it's an original prefab. I don't want it to be tied to the other one. It's still got the same icon, though. It's not a variant. Root and prefab assist. Yeah, no, that's fine. What's the difference here? Why is the icon different? No, yeah, see, it says there's a base one. No, I said make it original. Don't make it... Yeah. Okay, now it's normal. Whatever. Okay, that's fine. It's not based on anything anymore. Okay, that's fine. We'll take it. And we'll just open this up. And here's the animator, but we gotta change that. Say none, and then it'll create a new one for you. We'll call it Dust Ring Large with the proper capitalization, and we'll just animate it. Dust Ring Large. I don't know what timing we're gonna use. We'll figure it out. Come on. What am I making? Making a fighting game. Let me get this finished here and I'll show it. Oh, yeah, just copy. How about that? Okay, so we probably only want this to show for 2 frames. This one might also just be 2. And then this one can be 3. And then this one's gonna be the longest. It'll last for a while, so it's just... That looks about right to me. So, large dust ring... excuse me. Oh, I gotta change this to sprites to sprite. That should do it. So we'll go to the pool. I'm gonna rename that just to large. And then we'll put the prefab in here. And that should be it. We just plug and play and we're ready to go. Assuming it was actually using that reference. I want to get into Unreal, but it's too complicated. Yeah, well, Unreal's got the performance for sure. Oh, that looks quite nice. Oh, wait, hold on. Did I accidentally keep the... Yeah, the scale's wrong. There. There we go. Scale still looks wrong. What's wrong? Why is it doing that? What happened? Did I not save it? Is it saved now? I'm stuck on Roblox. I hear people using Roblox, and I don't really understand it. I'm not sure what it is. Nope, it still looks wrong. What did I do wrong? Is it using a different reference? Pool? Yeah, it should be using dust large. I don't need that one. Wait, so what did I do wrong here? I don't think it's using the right effect. It don't look right. What did I do wrong here? Well, there's one way to find out. We'll cause the object to exist, and then we'll see which one lights up. Or is it right now? No, it's not right. It's using the wrong effect still. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's attack this from a different angle. I'm going to go to reuse animation instead. It's like Steam. It's like Steam pretty much, but every game is free to play. The only revenue made off the games and Roblox. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Someone mentioned something about that. It's still a good game engine, but it has its limits. Yeah, that's what I wonder. How limited is it? Is it like... Is it like Sony's like Sackboy game thing where you just make your own levels, or can you really get in there and script a lot of stuff? Okay. Counter punch, counter punch. Super special. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the one. Is this it? Dust ring. Oh yeah, here we are. Here we are. Oh, it's got its own spawner pool. Okay, that's why it didn't go. Prefab, Taku F dust ring. Oh, it has its own thing. Well, we're just gonna do dust ring large then. Why is that not right? Dust, dust, dust. Oh, landing large. Well, we'll call it ring in a minute. Okay, this should be the right one. Oh yeah, we gotta refresh it. You can really get in, make your own games. Plus it has a great community. That's cool. Okay. There it is. So, oh, come on. I feel the speed's okay. I wonder about how fast it shows up. Because I think what this one might be doing... Yep, I knew it. This one was delaying how when the effect actually appeared. It delayed it by 3 frames. So the speed of it playing is fine, but it needs to happen after, but I have to put it here. The delay in here, because if the animation hits on frame 1, yeah, if the counter hits on frame 1 and it hasn't gotten to frame 3 to spawn the object yet, the object won't be spawned on the other end. It'll just be missing. And that's why I did this in the first place, which makes sense. So, okay, there's two ways we can go about this, and I think what I'm gonna do is the easier of the two. I'm just gonna make this one copy the thing. It's funny, I actually got the same timing too. I didn't even think about it, but yeah, 2, 2, 3, and then, I don't know, it's like 7 or something. That's funny. I think I'm just gonna replace these one by one. Large just 1, and then we're just gonna reuse this object. Large just 2, and large just 3. And we'll just treat this as a special variant of this object, and it's fine. The other one can still exist, and I may reuse it for other things. But this one right here is going to be its own thing. And so we'll just put it back here, and that's it. It's kind of a special case scenario. You wouldn't want the dust to be delayed under other... Yeah, okay. That looks better. That was more like I expected. Yeah, okay, it looks about right. Ah, if I can get the... Terry's kick's a little slow, so I end up doing it too quick sometimes. Now, I would say that the, I don't know. Hold on, let's see. Oh, that's a different... That's a different effect. Here, I'm gonna have to slow it down to do this. I'm not gonna be able to pause it quick enough. Okay, I want to see what the alignment is. Oh no, I grabbed him instead. I did not get the hold. Oh, I didn't get the down. That's funny. Alright, do it again. It's fine. Down, down, back, back. Parry. Okay. Here, this is what I was worried about. This is not in the same alignment. I had a feeling that it wasn't. It didn't look like it was. So this is gonna have to move forward some. Well, let's see. The effect spawn here. Not sure if it's a hit. Which one's which here? Light? What's light? Oh, well, that's that one. Wait, it's the same. Why are there 2 different ones? Oh, light. Okay. I should have put offensive on this. So when you hit him with the parry version, you get the little laser beam in there. But when you hit him offensively, you don't get the laser beam. I'll show that in a second if you haven't seen that. Okay, that's not the one I'm looking for. So where's the... Oh, here's the shield part. That's what I want to know. What is the offset on the shield? Shield pull, shield spawn. Local 5 pixels forward. And we'll copy that to here. So, yeah. Local 0.5. Every 0.1 is a pixel in the way I've set it up. Makes it very easy to adjust things, I can tell you that much. And let's take a look. Oh yeah, that's much better. Oh yeah, there we go. Ooh. Give it to him. Ooh. So the offensive views, this is the parry version of Kaku Fubatsu. But the offensive use is to do it after specials. So the way I've got it now, if you press the 2 punches and 2 kicks, normally, or 2 punches rather, if you press the 2 punches, you can do it with kicks with the grab, but the punches are the one that's here. You can do the Hadouken and press the 2 punches after, basically. Or do Shoryuken and press the 2 punches after. Or Donkey Kick and press the 2 punches after. Or target combo and press the punches after. And that way you can use it, because normally you have to stock it here. Oh, I was using the old command. Double down back punch, you stock it, and then you can use it once. So if you use it here, you can use it to extend a combo. Yeah, something like that. Or you can protect yourself. Either way, it uses that charge up. I was trying to get this at the end. My fingers are not having it today. And that basically mirrors Street Fighter V's usage of it, except the fact that you can only do it once. And it costs meter to use. There's no V meter in this game, like Street Fighter V. So, you don't get the, you don't get it as a V trigger, right? Instead, it's been turned into a normal super. Your alternate meter actually does give you dungeons, kind of like Street Fighter V, but it's a little different. You can use the punch after that too. It does pretty good damage. Gets good stun too. I think that has to be toned down a little bit. I realize that, but because that's pretty crazy. But I haven't added any scaling to that move. I also think that the punch itself shouldn't do any stun. Because look how much the Hadouken does, right? And now we'll do it with the punch. And it does a lot. Because it's a super, and supers generally actually don't have stun in this game. In games like KOF, the King of Fighters, or What was the other example that I saw? Like, Third Strike's one of the only games that actually dizzies an opponent with a super. And typically that's because once they're dizzied, they fall out of a combo. Third Strike was the only one that really didn't do that. That you still got the juggle, even when they were dizzy. Now, it kind of worked out for them in the way that they did their stuff, but I don't think it's appropriate here. I've been thinking about perhaps creative ways to handle that, but I don't know. One option I was thinking is that all the hits in a super until the last hit won't dizzy you, so it will, all the stun will just be applied on the last hit. But the problem with that is that what if you happen to fall out of the super midway just due to positioning error or whatever? Or if you get counter hit, right? If you counter hit the other person, you won't take any stun if you don't get hit by the last hit. And that might be a little strange. The other issue is, or the other solution rather, would be that there's a differentiation between how you behave when you get stunned depending on the move you get hit by. So when you get the stun / dizzy, typically you fall down, like you'll fall to your feet. If you were standing, you'll actually get knocked down, kind of like if you got hit by a special attack. It'd be kind of like, it would look kind of like this, and then you'd get dizzy, even if it was just a jab, because you fall down, right? What if you don't do that? If you've been dizzy during a super until the last hit, so that you still get the general, how do I put it? You still get the dizzy. You still see the stars and all that above your head. But then instead of falling out of the super, because that's the danger. If you're in the middle of a super and you get dizzied in the middle, because you can't get hit after you've been dizzied, you just fall out of it. So you'd have to say that supers can hit you while dizzy, and they don't push you back in the same way if you get hit any other time while dizzy. So that you're stuck in the move until it's over, and then the last hit can hit you like it's a dizzy. Like that could work. But that's a lot of extra work, so we'll see if we can make that happen. Until now, supers don't dizzy. That seems to be the solution that SNK thought through. They said, no, supers just won't dizzy you at all, and you'll have to leave that to the next hit. Yeah, see? Super went through it. That's the danger. The super just goes right through it, because when you're dizzy, you don't get it. And that's the thing where that punch does so much stun, because it's literally, it's basically a super, but with the stun activated, because it's considered a special move. It does so much stun that it causes some crazy stuff like this to happen. Look at that, look how much stun happened. Like, this is supposed to give you a lot of stun because it's a charged up dungeon. But you put that on top of that, and oh, it's just a bit much. Oop. Like, that's a cool combo. Like, that's kind of worthy of high stun. Because you did cool stuff with it, right? You used like 2 bars of super meter and all that, but man, I don't know. Just being able to like, oh, that's alright. Just being able to do this, it's just so mean. Or not that one, I'm sorry. This one. It's like, oh, it does so much damage. Like, I don't mind this setup being in there, because you've got to use like 2 bars, and you've got to be at the right angle to get all that stun. But it's not a guaranteed dizzy either. Like, maybe if they're all already like here. Yeah, like that's a good stun setup if they're down far enough, but not so much like that. It's just ridiculous. The thing with this is it also guard breaks, right? If you charge it up enough. If you don't charge it all the way, it won't do it. Okay, I gotta get him to stop trying to hit me. You can charge to level 2, won't do it, but if you charge all the way to level 3, then you'll get it. So you can kind of play the game of chicken with them. And then when they're open, you can get in there. Now, the guard break doesn't do any stun or damage, but you can follow it up with this now. Oh, trying to get the follow up. Ah! That's not how you do it. Ah! Not getting it. I admit that the timing window's a little weird, and I have to add some code to handle that better. But yeah, see. Now, it gives you a lot of stun, though, because, again, it's just this punch, the punch part, just ends up giving you so much damn stun. For basically nothing. Oh. That's what I want to do. Yeah. It's just so mean. It's just so mean. If you're close enough, you can get them without it, and then you could use it for something else, like that. Oh, that was too far away. I've been having a lot of fun with the offensive use of that. Because you can do it off the level 1s too. Provided, you know, they don't block it or whatever. Uh-oh. So you can do all sorts of fun stuff with that kind of stuff. So I've been really enjoying playing around with that. The one thing I've got to change is the cancel window timing here. You have to delay it after it hits, because if you try to buffer in the special too quickly, it won't come out. See? Won't come out. What I'd like to do here... yeah, see? Doesn't come out. What I'd like to do here is to have code that says we're going to extend the range of when you last hit that button so that it'll still count farther ahead. Like, give it a numerical value. How much time do you want to grant as an extension in order to look for these things? I would like to do that. And I think that'll help it. That way you can just hold on. I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing it with the old command. I used to have a different command for it, so I get screwed up sometimes. See, if I delay it, it goes, but if I do it quick, it doesn't. Actually, I probably inputted that wrong. Yeah, I tried to mash it out, but I just got super by accident. Yeah, that one should work. That was properly formed, I think. Yeah. Wait. No. Yeah. No, that's right. Yeah. Back, down, forward, forward, kick. That's this. Anyway, if I extend the time period when you can press the last button in an activation, that last punch here on the Hadouken, there's a special value associated with it. It tells you how long after you press the button that it can be discovered for. And it's just too short. So you can see, it's just too short. If you delay it, then it comes out. And part of that is because when I do that long hit freeze where they just kind of stop and it looks like a really chunky meaty hit, boom, where it hits them so hard it just sits there and shakes for that moment. That's what's causing the button to pass its longevity of being pressed. So if you typically time the button press to when the attack hits, or you might even buffer it before that. And if you try to do that, it doesn't seem to work out. Oh, well, that was super. No, that one worked. It's funny, the Hadouken maybe has an extension on it, because that one's working out okay to a degree. Nah, if I did it too early, then... Either way, once you input the first one, you're going to want to input the next special move quickly in a way. But that kind of like mental timing doesn't work out here. It just doesn't feel right. So I don't know, I'm struggling to find the words to properly express what I mean. But I'm going to have to, TLDR, I need to lengthen the window of time that the last input in your command is being seen for, like this punch, this down forward punch. It needs to have some sort of additional extended period of time that it can be found in. That closer matches the visual and the feel of the move. But I don't have code that does that. So I'm going to have to find a way to do that. I think that will be fine. That will be appropriate. It's probably not too difficult, but since I'm redoing the input code right now, I'm not editing this as much as I'm just going to patch it in with the new input code that comes in along with the net play. So I'm just gonna have to live with the wonky timing for now. And that's that. But yeah, okay, so we did good today. We finished, well, so we did 2 full effects. We did the dust twice. We didn't have to that was my mistake. I didn't realize that that we hadn't decided on the scaling yet, and we're just using the dust at the wrong scale in the animation file. But now it works. It's fine. Now it's okay. April Fools is FX month. Or April is FX month. Yeah. So I screwed that. But that's alright. We can do two dust effects. Dust is easy. We just did 2 of them. That's alright. And then we got our new... And we got our new inner ring effect. And everything seems to have worked out. So I'm happy with that. We did good today. Job well done. Everybody pat yourselves on the back. We did it. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. And let's see. When we got Thursday, we've got the Retro Mansion game coming up. I don't know what we're gonna do with that. I guess it all kind of depends on how far Tim and I get with the coding before Thursday. So maybe we'll just do animations if that doesn't work out in time. But that's alright. We still got a lot of stuff to do for that. We've been working with backgrounds and stuff too, so I can start to show that experimentation. And then Sunday we'll play a game. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. But I'll figure it out. We'll do something. We played Mega Man X2 yesterday, which was Sunday, if you're watching this live. And then we played some Dragon Ball Z Hyper Dimension, which was really good. It was a lot more interesting than I remember it from when I played it years and years and years ago. So I finally own my own official cartridge of it, and I'm very happy about that. But I'd have to hook up the stick and stuff to play that, so I don't know if we'll do that this Sunday. Because I'm trying to make some repairs to my stick, and it doesn't feel quite right, and I don't want to like play it before I get all the fixes done to it. But I'm having trouble finding the parts too, so it's kind of a never-ending infinite loop of not using my stick for anything. Anyway, so who knows what we'll play Sunday, but we'll play something. And that's pretty much it. All streams are 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I've got the new patron list this time. Let me find it. Where did I put it now? Where did I put it? Where is it? Uh-oh. Did I lose it? I lost it. No, here it is. Alright, here we go. Patron list for all the people that are very kind and help me do what I do here. Alex D, Mugen. It's written in 2 languages, so maybe it's just supposed to be Mugen, and they want you to know that that's what it says. I don't know, I guess I'll just say 1 Mugen from now on. Cameron Lyle and Grave Spirit, Very Next Mega Keo, Miles Griffin, Ben K, Awakened Emperor, Angel, Rui Luis, Mike Cruz, D-Money 107, Taryn Williams, Bryce Nagawingam, Alex Smith, AJ, and LD Walker. Thank you guys very, very, very much. You help me keep doing what I'm doing. And if you like to be a patron, then head on over to patreon.com/GameDevScrubs. I'll put the link conveniently in the chat. How about that? Professional. Excuse me. You can get the in-development builds of the things that I work on here, including this project as well. So, if you want to check out the new effect for yourself with your own 2 eyes, then that will be the place to be. You usually update the build like middle of the week, because I usually do some tweaking and stuff before I actually push it out, so maybe Wednesday or Thursday. And then that's pretty much it. So I'm getting tired now and hungry, so I'm gonna go eat and stuff. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks everybody for hanging out, and scrub out.